Hey, Raquel Dean here with RaquelDean.com, and today I want to tell the story of my one conversation with Elena Cardone. And if you don't know who Elena Cardone is, she is the wife of Grant Cardone. And Grant Cardone, he's an entrepreneur, like a kick-ass entrepreneur. He does real estate, he is a best-selling author, and if you don't know who he is, I would look him up. So Elena is his wife, and she's not only just his wife, she is a model. She's also a really crazy entrepreneur, crazy in the best possible way. She is a high-paid speaker, like super on demand, and she also runs a huge empire. So she is one of the highest boss babes, and they are such a power couple together. So how did I get a conversation with Elena Cardone? So I was actually at a conference. It was called Impact Players, and it was just at the beginning. It was like towards the end of the conference, and Grant Cardone was actually met him, which was so cool. So met him, got a picture, and then he went on stage. So he was talking, and Elena just got done speaking as well. So she was all finished, and so she comes back, and I'm in the back of the room, and I'm just hanging out there because a lot of important people were hanging around in the back. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hang out here. So I was just hanging out in the back, and then all of a sudden Elena just comes and she sits right next to me, and I'm like, well, this is cool. So she's just hanging out right next to me, and I just threw a quick comment. I was like, hey, that was an amazing speech. Like, thanks for being such, you know, a powerful influence to this new uprising generation. She's like, oh yeah, thanks. And so I was like, cool, that was that. And then she just, you know, she was sitting by me watching her husband. You know, I love that. I was like, yeah, that's support though. And so I was like, I want to ask her a question. If I was in this position, what would I ask? You know, what would I do? And being a mindset coach, I'm so fascinated by the self, the mind, psychology, and who people are and the relationships with other people. Because that's the reason why we do everything, is for connections and relationships with other people. So that's the first question that just came to my mind was, you know, I was like, well, I have this one chance, and I was just like, you know, I don't want to sit here and ponder 5 million things, so I just asked her the first thing that came to my mind. And I was actually thinking about it earlier, and I was wondering about the ego. Like, my main question is, at someone with that high authority. So at this point, I just crouched down. She was sitting at a chair, and I was standing up. So I just like crouched down to her level, and I was like, hey, I have a question for you. And she's like, yeah, shoot. And I was like, okay, so with someone at your level, because you are very well known, and a lot of people recognize who you are, and a lot of people are giving you all these praise, because I was seeing a lot of people throwing themselves at her or throwing themselves at Grant. And I'm like, that has to, like, how do you remind yourself that you're just a human and you're not a god? Because that could really mess with you. You know, if you think about it, if someone's going, you're amazing, you're phenomenal, you are a god, you know, it's easy to be like, oh, well now, stop it, but continue. You know, like we could eat that up, but that could go straight to our head, and now we're, you know, we're arrogant, you know, and now our ego is so big that we forget that we're just like a human like everybody else. We have flaws, we have all these things. And I was just thinking about my own mind, like, you know, I've never been at that level, but what would happen, you know, at that level? So I just asked her, I was like, how do you do that? You know, like when people are throwing themselves at you, saying that you're a god, and how do you remind yourself that you are a human and that you're just like everybody else? And she said, well, when, and I thought this was a very, very powerful answer, so listen up. So she said, well, when people give me a compliment, when people say things to me, I genuinely take them as for what they are. So I receive them, I go, thank you, like I really take that to heart, thank you so much. And then I just leave it at that. And how that doesn't go to my head is because I still have things that I'm striving for. I still have goals that I haven't reached yet. So I'm still looking towards the future. So I have things I still want to do. So I don't think I have arrived yet. So I'm not there as everybody would else think that I'm there. In my mind, I'm not there yet. You know, I'm still in the pursuit. I'm still going. And I was like, wow, okay, that's an incredible answer. So you would say that the main way to stay grounded is to stay on the ground for where you are, keep your mind here, your emotions here, is to, one, look at your goals and then focus. So if that's your lane and you have your goal that you're going towards and you're focusing, no matter what's happening outside of you, whether that's good things or bad things, it doesn't matter. You still have your eye on the prize, so you can stay grounded no matter what external things are happening around you. She's like, absolutely, 100%. So I thought that was so powerful and so unique, especially, and I really wanted to share that response and that answer here, because we're at the age where everybody is famous. Everybody's famous now. Instagram fame is everywhere. Everyone's verified. Everyone has 1 million followers, and we're in a new territory. We're in new waters, and we're figuring out all this stuff on our own. And because so many new people are getting, you know, have so many eyeballs, I want to dive into the psychology to, if everybody got to that level, like that, this huge level, that we're able to stay grounded this whole time, that we're not able to be like, oh yes, I'm amazing, and then get lost in your own head and forget where you stand, you know? So I think that's incredible advice to, no matter where you are, no matter what positive things are getting thrown at you, or no matter what negative things are being thrown at you, you stay grounded in who you are, you see where your goals are, and then you focus on them. So it's an internal thing. It has nothing to do with the outside that's happening around you. So I thought that was very insightful, because that's something that we could all use in our own lives. Even if we don't have 1 million followers on Instagram, if you are, you know, you had a great day at work, people are giving you all this praise, it feels good. You know, it feels good to give praise, and you want to take that. You don't want to be like, no. Like, you want to receive what is being given to you, but you also don't want to just take it to your head. You know, you want to just take it for what it is. That person is thanking me, or that person said I did a good job, and that's it. That person liked what I did. Okay, now I'm going to stay grounded, see where my goals are, and keep moving forward. So Elena, if you're watching this, thank you for that conversation. I thought it was very valuable, and it was definitely something that I want to keep using, and I want to teach others to use as well. So I hope this was insightful for you, and thank you, Grant, and thank you, Elena. Have a beautiful day.